the Three Gorillas Podcast Friday show. We're back again, people. It's just me and Luisi this time. How you doing, Luisi?
I'm good.
You're good? What you do today?
Worked.
You
and
did?
Then I came home. What did I do when I came home? I ate, listen to this shit, Danny. I ate, spaghetti squash. So I ate spaghetti, but instead of like spaghetti noodles, it was spaghetti squash. And it had
I feel like every time you talk about what you eat, it's always spaghetti squash.
Well, because that's like the special, like I don't eat that all the time. When I get it, it's like, oh God, I'm being special. But like,
do you buy the actual the squash itself, or do you buy
the whole squash
in spaghetti form?
No,
Can you get it in spaghetti form?
I haven't seen that. I've seen other things in spaghetti form, like frozen, like spaghetti.
That's $1 million business.
Like zucchini noodles or whatever.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, but it's zucchini though.
Are you still a vegetarian, Luisi?
Yeah.
Like you're still into it?
I've been doing it for years.
Because we had Thanksgiving at your house, and you were not a vegetarian at all.
Yeah, I know.
You were killing that turkey.
Well, I ate some turkey, yeah.
And you ate empanadas, and you ate a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, because I wanted to.
So you're not oh, fine, whatever. I'm not even going to have this argument with you. It's going to be a slow day, people. I'm not feeling it.
Well,
the last 2 weeks have been hectic.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And I got another week of hecticness to go. I'm moving to Boston, people, for the listeners in the podcast. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be
freeze
cold.
To death.
I know. How are you going to drive in the snow?
I don't know. I never drove in the snow before.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be.
I want to tell them why I'm moving to Boston, but I feel like if I do, it might be like a security issue.
They don't need to know. What they need to know is what I ate today.
All right, go ahead.
Spaghetti squash, right? And with that spaghetti, it had vegan Italian sausage.
Jesus.
I know.
Wait, how is it a sausage if it's vegan?
I think it was made out of tofu.
So is this like a tofu tube?
Yeah, it was. It actually tasted like really close to a Italian sausage, though.
Okay, wait, but what's the problem with eating like actual spaghetti and not zucchini or whatever?
Just has
squash?
a lot of. It's just not good for you. It has a lot of carbs in it.
Oh, but it's not like a vegan thing.
No, it's just not very. Pasta is like not very good for you at all.
Can't you have multi-grain spaghetti?
It's a little better, but it's not great.
Like health-wise?
Health-wise, yeah.
I mean, like, is multi-grain that much bad? Because what's the difference? Like, multi-grain is just non-processed, right? I'm
just eating low carb. So, like, multi-grain has less carbs than the other one, but it still has carbs in it.
Also, if you're going to be like a vegan, just eat the squash itself. Like, don't make a fake food. Don't pretend it's spaghetti.
It's not
just
fake.
Eat a squash.
It's not fake food.
I mean, that's what it's called. Is like faux burgers and like
Well, the thing like
almost bacon.
I don't really like to eat that shit that's fake meat because like I'm just like, look, I'm not trying to kid myself. It's not meat. So like,
but you're doing that with the squash.
Well, that's one thing, but like everything else I eat, like I don't eat like fake meat products really.
Wait, how about those burgers? Those
bean
vegan
burgers.
Those were delicious.
They're bean burgers.
Yeah.
People make bean burgers, like, people have been making bean burgers forever. It's not, like, they haven't been doing that just to replace meat. They just, like, that's a thing people make.
Like, that's just a common thing?
Like, tofu, too. Like, tofu's not just, like, I mean, in America, it's almost entirely just to replace meat. But, like, in other cultures and shit, people make that.
It's just uniquely Asian, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think so.
I don't know a lot of other nations that are.
Well, yeah, I think it's an Asian thing, but they don't use it to like replace meat. It's just a thing that they also have.
What, like tofu?
Yeah, like I'm reading
tofu, by the way, what is it?
Soybeans.
It's just soybeans.
Yeah, like I'm reading a book by this guy Haruki Murakami. He's Japanese.
Yeah.
And
Great name.
And like, the guy, like, the character goes into his fridge a couple times and he's like, oh, I just had some tofu in there, so I cooked it. I'm like, that's weird that somebody just like, oh, I just have tofu in my fridge. I don't think
just
most
lying
people...
around.
Yeah. I don't know, that just catches me off guard.
Well, it's a very, like, Asian people love tofu. That's a big part of their culture, isn't it?
I don't know if it's a big part of their culture.
It's like Americans and hamburgers. We don't even think about it. We have hamburgers all over the place.
I mean, I guess, do we?
You
know what? I've been going to restaurants recently, and I'm like, that's what restaurants have. Is just like hamburgers. American food is shit. I don't know.
It really is.
Like, what? That's your thing, hamburgers? I mean, they're fine.
I had
like,
a list.
Why you want I'll go to a restaurant like, you know, not like high class restaurants or whatever, but just some stupid shit. And their whole thing is like they have 20 types of hamburgers. Like, why?
Almost every restaurant that's like not like nationally based, like it's not specific to a specific nation, it's just like normal food, will always have a hamburger
option.
Hamburgers. Yeah, if it's like standard food, you will always have a hamburger option.
But it's not even like a hamburger option. Like, that's the main thing. It's like they'll just have hamburgers.
It shouldn't be the main thing. If burgers is the main thing, then you're like a McDonald's. That's not like a meal.
Well, McDonald's is a fast food version of like just regular restaurant.
The burger is the fast food everything. It's just fast food.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take very long to cook a hamburger, but you know, it's not like McDonald's.
I don't know. I never, like, hamburgers are overrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
hot dogs are the most. Hot dogs are the most overrated piece of shit ever.
I don't know. People like hot dogs. I don't get it. I mean, they're good, I guess, but like, they're just shit. It's literally just shit packed into a tube, and they're just like, eat it.
Yeah. It's not even like good shit. Like, it's not like an actual sausage.
But who raves about a hot dog? Nobody's like, I love hot dogs.
People like make a big deal of hot dogs.
Nobody makes a big deal about hot dogs.
Like, I go to restaurants. It's like, do you want a foot long hot dog? It's like, who would ever order a hot dog?
That's not a restaurant. That's like that's a hot dog stand in a corner. What do you mean restaurant?
No, not even a corner. Actual restaurants. Like, there's this place here. It's probably like only in Florida, but there's a place called Gators Dockside or something like that.
Where's that?
It's probably just a Florida thing, but it's like a restaurant called Gators Dockside. It's like a bar kind of thing, bar restaurant, and they have a hot dog option.
Well, it's just having hot dog. It's just Danny. That's just a restaurant that has a hot dog option. Like, it's not like the whole restaurant should only be an
option in baseball stadiums and in the street of New York, and that's it. Hot dogs are not. It should be banned. It's just bad food. It's fake ass meat. It was shitty bread and ketchup. Ketchup shouldn't even be food either. It's all around failed.
Ketchup is the worst. Ketchup is just like a sugar sauce that people like put on their thing. Like, what is that?
It's just tomatoes. That's it.
No, but it's like just tomatoes added with a shit ton of sugar. It's like, why are you eating this?
It's not. It doesn't taste good at all.
It tastes good, but you know.
The hot dog food is just all around. Every aspect of the hot dog is a failure. It's not good at all. Like, at least make a good sausage. Like, they have good sausages, like chorizos and shit. You know what I mean?
I think we're just biased against white food. We can't.
White
I don't
food
like
is bad. It's just not good. I actually made a list of what's the list of the top genre food.
Okay,
like,
well, Danny, it's not called genre food. Okay, so let's get the list.
Ethnic food.
Let's get the list going. Okay, starting. How many things are on there?
I probably have like 3 or
4. Starting at the number 3 spot. Who gets this ethnic countdown of food? Starting at number 3. What is the third best ethnic food? Go.
Number 3, Chinese food. Obviously.
That's 3?
That's number 3.
Shit, this is a crazy list. Chinese food coming at number 3?
Wait, is that bad or good? Should it be higher or lower?
I don't know. Is this American Chinese? I mean, it's the only point of reference we have is American Chinese food.
This is all from an American basis.
Okay.
I'm sure Chinese food in China is actually disgusting.
Okay.
What's number 2? What's it called? Hispanic food. Specifically not Mexican. Like, Mexican is his own thing, and like, so Caribbean and Colombian, Venezuelan food. That's number 2.
I mean,
Mexican
but those
food
are
is actually
those are
number
different.
4.
Okay, but Caribbean food and like South American food's different.
No, I'm talking about like Caribbean, South American.
Yeah,
Colombia
those
and
two
Venezuela
foods are different.
Well, not the Caribbean coast. South America's a big ass continent. I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, Colombian food is different from Caribbean food. It's
similar.
similar.
That specific? Okay, fine.
It's similar. It's similar, but it's different
right.
enough that I think it should be its own category.
Okay, this is how I'm gonna say it. Number 3 is Chinese.
Okay.
Number 2, for me specifically, is Colombian food.
Okay, shit.
All right. Just the one nation of Colombia.
You're not going
no
with
Mexican,
the
no Cubans.
food?
What?
You're not going with the Cuban food, though?
No, Colombian food is objectively better.
Okay.
Just 50 years of communism is going to limit your options.
You're right.
What's it? And number 1 is Italian, obviously.
You're completely wrong on that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm an entire nation whose base food is pasta cannot be wrong.
I don't know. I think pasta's overrated.
Pasta is not overrated.
I think it is.
It's probably the best thing because it's just like, how do I explain it? The texture, like, it's good. It's just freaking, what's it called? Dough that you put sauce
I mean,
on.
it's good, but I don't know.
It's simple. That's what it's good. That's what's good about it. It's just simple. You can't go wrong with it.
Italian makes the best dessert, I think.
That's true.
Let me tell you
it's
my
just
3.
the best food all around.
Let me tell you my favorite ethnic foods, okay?
All right, number 3.
Number 3. This is hard. I haven't thought about this at all. So,
You probably have a wider range.
I don't know. Indian food has to be in. Well, I've eaten a lot of Thai food recently.
Make strong decisions, Lucy. Just do it. What's number 3?
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna throw in Thai food at number 3. Okay,
all right, that's a good one. I never had Thai food, so I can't.
It's
judge
really
it.
good. We got to go to that Buddhist temple on Sunday. You're gonna love it. Trust me.
I won't
it's
go
amazing.
in the temple. I won't go in the temple.
You don't have to go in the temple, but trust it. It's really good food.
I gotta pray over the food.
Okay, so that's 3. Number 2, I'll give it to. I'll give it to the Caribbean. At number 2.
You gotta be specific. You have to say a country.
I think every country in the Caribbean, the food, like every country is different.
You know.
No, but like each country has a variation.
Caribbean,
No, hold on.
Cuban, Dominican, and Puerto Rican, yeah, but Jamaican and Haitian food are very different.
Okay, so I'm going the Spanish-speaking Caribbean then.
Spanish Caribbean food. That's number 2.
Let's do that, and
Number 1's Italian.
Nah, it's not even on the list.
It's not on the list at all.
No. You
Top
know what?
5?
I might switch the order and put Thai food at number 1 and Indian food at number 3.
Thai is number 1.
It's so good.
That's
Danny.
out of
It's really
left field.
good. Thai food, it kind of tastes like a mixture between Chinese food and Indian food to me.
Oh, that makes sense.
It has
It's
a lot of
geographically
curries and
close to
shit
both.
in it. It has a lot of curries and shit in it. It's really good.
So number 3 is Indian. Number 2 is Caribbean. And number 1 is halfway between Chinese.
You know what?
and
I might need to kick out Indian food. Okay. Number 3 is Caribbean, number 2 is South American, and number 1 is Thai food.
Well, South America, you gotta say a country, Lucy.
Colombia.
Colombia. Because South America is a big ass continent. Mm-hmm. So it's Caribbean, Colombian, and then Thai.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot different. That's like 2 Hispanic countries and a very Asian nation.
Thailand, yeah. And that's now. I don't know. I gotta try some other foods. Because Alex's favorite food is Thai food. So I've been eating Thai food a lot.
Is Italian like top 5 at least?
I don't know.
Top 10. It has to
it's
be
definitely
the top
10. I don't know. If I was gonna go, Mexican might be number 4.
Mexican?
Yeah.
Mexican, when done right, it's really
amazing.
Good. When I was driving up to New York once, I stopped at a place called South of the Border. It's
Yeah.
like this. It's like this really. It's right on the line between South Carolina and North Carolina on Interstate 95.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so it's this really hokey ass stop area, like rest area, with like it has sombreros and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah.
And it is the most dead place you'll ever go.
Really?
Like nobody stops there.
I remember
It
when
is dead. You see a giant statue of a sombrero, right? And then like you go in, no cars. There's a bunch of stores still, but nobody's in the stores. I mean, it looks like a very obvious place that was very popular in the 70s and just slowly died, and now it's gone. And people work there, and they're just like, they're living a false reality. Like, no, this is working. This is great. It's not.
I remember I went there once when we went to New York when we were kids. I remember that.
Yeah, we were kids. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember the big ass statue
I remember
of a
I
sombrero.
coincidentally, I remember I ate a foot-long hot dog.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, God. Hot dogs are garbage. That's how you knew it was going to die, because they were serving
hot
hot
dogs are
dogs.
bad.
We stopped to eat there, right? And we were looking for restaurants, and so we went to the closest one was this hokey-ass restaurant, like, that served, bullshit food, right? And that was literally the worst meal I ever ate at a restaurant ever.
What was it?
It was garbage. I ordered a burrito because it was supposedly a Mexican place, right? And then my dad had a hamburger.
Yeah.
Lucy, how do I explain this? This food was worse than cafeteria food at a school. It might have been the same food they gave at the jail nearby.
Maybe it was.
It was garbage, man. It was just. Don't ever listen. If you want a good experience, don't go to south of the border because it was horrible. Like, just don't eat there. You can go there and look around, but just don't eat there because that restaurant was garbage. I don't even know how to explain. Like, the meat was like a giant lump. It was supposed to be ground beef, and it was just like a meatball. You know what I mean? A dry ass meatball. And they don't even. I asked for a burrito, but they didn't make the burrito. They just gave me the ingredients to a burrito, and they said it's like, you make it.
Where would you rank Denny's in restaurants?
Denny's?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
because I love Denny's.
Like, as compared to like all restaurants? Or
Yeah,
as
all
compared to,
restaurants, like 5-star restaurants, everything.
Then it has to be in like the hundreds. It's down in the hundreds.
I got it like solid number 3. Like,
You see, out of all restaurants in the world.
yeah.
Okay, how about this? Let me give you this one. Denny's or Waffle House?
Waffle House is obviously better. But
Yes, yeah. Let's go for like in diners because you have IHOP, Denny's, Waffle House. Those are the big 3, I guess.
IHOP can go
one?
suck a dick. Denny's
IHOP
is the
is garbage.
shit.
Is obviously last place. IHOP. Waffle House is number 1.
Waffle House
Denny's,
is the best.
Denny's is a close number 2 just because they have more variety. You know what I mean?
I don't
by
know.
the way-
I love that because I don't Alex. I go with Alex's family to shit a bunch because they invite us to do things.
Yeah.
And they go to like not fancy restaurants, but restaurants that are better than Denny's. Just like the next notch above because they have money.
And while you're there, you're just like, man, I want a Denny's.
No, because one time they're like, "Where do we eat?" And like there was a Denny's, and somebody's like, "Oh, Denny's is a piece of shit or something." I'm like, "What? Denny's is amazing. What are you talking about?
Denny's is
the shit."
It's awesome.
And they're like, "Don't even talk about Waffle House." No, yes, we have to go to Waffle House. It's the best. Are you insane?
They
House
said don't even talk about Waffle House.
Well, I don't know if that was their exact words, but they're like, "Oh, Waffle House is bought in the barrel, bitch."
Don't ever go out with white people, man. Seriously.
Well, Waffle House and Denny's is white people food, though.
It might be because like, this is a white nation. It's majority Anglo people, but white people are just the boringest people alive. Mm-hmm. They're just not. They're not interesting.
Did I tell you about the time that I went to a themed restaurant?
I've never been to a themed restaurant in my life. Tell me.
I went to a themed restaurant with Alex's family. And I didn't know.
But we gotta get back to the Denny's thing, by the way. But
I know, but I didn't even know these things actually existed. I thought they were just things in like TV and movies. Like
I know there's a rainforest one.
That's what I went to, Rainforest Cafe.
That's the thing. I know about that one. I hope to God that's the only one that exists.
But this shit, I'm like, I walked in there, I'm like, why would anybody choose to eat here? Like,
you know what sucks? You know it's bad food if they need you to distract you with something.
Yeah,
else.
It's like, look at all this stupid shit. Like, look at these animals and shit. It's like, and the thing that pissed me off the most about it is that when they went to seat you, like, there was 4 of us, and they said Safari of 4.
Oh God! Why would
and
you
I'm
do
like,
that?
I need to like jump off a building right now. Why am I in this restaurant?
Just
why am I like looking at this? I don't know.
It's like, hey, look, there's a monkey. Don't pay attention to this shitty ass hot dog you're eating.
But it's the whole Disney type shit. They're just like, oh look. I mean, it was near a Disney World, so and it was like in downtown Disney, I think, or some shit. But like that kind of shit, like it doesn't appeal to me at all.
It would make sense if it was like a Disney themed restaurant and you were in Disney.
But I don't even want to go to that.
That would be in that case. It would just be propaganda. You know,
yeah.
It's like you're in Disney. Look at all the communist Mickey Mouse shit. You know what I mean?
I'd go to communist Disney World. That would be cool.
That would be a very interesting place. But if you're just like a random, hey, this restaurant likes the rainforest for some reason, you just don't have good food. What is
that? Like what?
I don't trust your judgment. Like you're trying to distract me. I see the wizard behind the cloth. I don't believe it. What was I saying? Also, there's one about the 50s. You know, there's like a 50s
like a 50s
restaurant.
Diner or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually I don't know the name, but I know there's like a chain restaurant that's like 50s themed, and you can't. I'm never gonna go there because that's just segregation. I know. Nobody. I can't go to a 50 themed restaurant. It's like you're gonna beat black people in front of me. I don't want.
Especially in the South,
that has, strong racist
especially
values.
in the South. Let's go to the Jim Crow Diner. Let's see how that's going.
It's like you're going to a restaurant. It's like, hey, wasn't the 50s great? No, it wasn't. It was really bad. A lot of people got killed.
I hate anything where people are like, oh, the past is better than the present. Like, no, the present is always better than the past, in my opinion, at least. We're always living in a time that's better than it used to be. Like,
I would make a restaurant that would be like a 2008 to 2016 themed restaurant.
So what would be there?
It would just be really okay. Like, hey guys, the world wasn't burning. Like it wasn't
just the
great,
same thing, but
we were getting by.
It's just the same thing, but they're playing like Black Eyed Peas and Lil Wayne or something instead
which is fine.
It's fine. It's just like, wow, this is weird. I feel like I'm in high school.
You'll have like pictures of Obama all over the place.
Yeah.
Right next to like Britney Spears as she's going crazy. The bald Britney Spears.
You'll see like
right?
There'll be like Trayvon Martin is in the news and it's like a big deal. It's like,
exactly.
It's such a quaint time when somebody being murdered by the cops actually mattered.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin got killed, and like people made a big deal about it. It's like, hey, we got to figure this out
for more than like 3 days. Like it was like months that people cared.
That was months worth of news. Now you kill a black person, and it doesn't even make the news. Mm-hmm. 12 people got shot. It doesn't. It's 2 days of coverage. 2 days.
Yeah.
It's just. So that's just good. It's like it's really mediocre food, but it won't like poison you. Like it's just okay. Everybody's good. You're gonna be fine. You'll have some okay healthcare. It's okay.
You think when the Black Eyed Peas perform Boom Boom Pow, they still say you're 2000 late instead of like you're still 2008? And you're still 2000 late.
No, it was I'm so 3008. You're so 2000 and late.
Is it 3000? I thought it was 2008.
No, she's 3008.
I thought she was 2008.
She's living 1,000 years in the future.
Well, now it's like 2,900.
No, it would be 900. It would be 900 and. At 990.
It's 8 years later at 992.
No, it's 10 years later.
Oh shit!
It's 990 years later.
I don't know.
So it still makes sense. She's way out into the future.
Okay, I thought she said 2008.
No, no. The person who's in the past is 2000 and late.
Okay.
It's a garbage song, anyways. It doesn't matter.
It's not bad.
All right, can we go back to the Denny's because that's extremely important.
Okay.
The Denny's Waffle House debate. I think now that I'm thinking
well, it's
about
settled.
it more,
It's just Waffle House. It's better.
No. I think is a closer argument than it might seem, because Waffle House has better food when it comes to breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those waffles I'll just like when I go to Waffle House, I'll get waffles. What's it called? Those potatoes. What are those potatoes called? Hash browns and bacon. That's it. I don't ask for any specific things. Like, give me some waffles, give me some hash browns, and give me bacon. Done. And it's like $5.
Yeah.
That's it. But you can't go to Waffle House for lunch or dinner. Like, you can't go for lunch for dinner.
Yeah, you can just have waffles for lunch and dinner.
I know, but you can't ask for a sandwich. I don't trust the sandwich at Waffle House.
I don't trust lunch or dinner food at Denny's either. If you go to Denny's, you gotta eat breakfast. I trust it. Because they got fried steak, chicken fried steak that is actually
really
yeah,
good.
that chicken fried steak's the shit. That's very good.
It is the shit. I don't even ask for the pancakes anymore at Denny's. I just go straight for the chicken fried steak. See, so if it's specifically breakfast, Waffle House kills it. But if you're going all day long, Denny's has Denny's has that chicken fried steak.
We gotta go to Denny's and just eat there every meal of the day. I gotta do supersized me, but for Denny's. And they're like, "Why are you doing this?" Like, because I want an excuse to eat Denny's for every meal of the day.
Yeah. Did we talk about how that's a shitty ass documentary?
Yeah, I think we did that like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of documentaries. If you watch a documentary, like do the research behind the documentary, because there's a lot of fake ass documentaries. I saw one.
You know what shit? Like, you remember Making a Murderer?
Yeah, like that one.
That's
crazy. He actually did kill the guy.
Yeah, because that's crazy. They tell you all this shit, and you're like, "Oh, that's crazy," and then you like look into it a tiny bit. It's like, "Oh wait, he did actually kill him."
Yeah, he actually did. He was the murderer. He made himself a murderer.
Like you look into it, it's like it turned out he was stalking the woman and shit beforehand, and it's like what? It's like you just conveniently leave that out. Even though I do give that documentary props. Like I don't understand why they did this because like. They just completely left out huge portions of shit that's like crazy. Yeah. But like
I think but to be fair, they did do the cops in the documentary did do
they did frame they framed him. Like definitely. But it's because they knew he did it. He probably did it. And they like it's bad police work, but he also probably did do it.
Yeah, like I saw this podcast. Well, I watched this podcast, the same one you watched Last Podcast on the Left. Yeah. If you guys want to watch a pretty good, like, creepy podcast that talks about weird shit, watch Last Podcast on the Left. And after watching that, they did a lot of series about serial killers, and those are the ones that I'm, like, most interested in. Mm-hmm. And so after watching that, and then I watched the Making of a Murderer, or whatever it's called. Yeah. And they talk about how he threw a cat into
That's what I was going to say.
If you throw a cat, after all the research I did with this podcast, anybody throws a cat into a fire, it's a serial killer.
No, but listen to me.
It's a safe bet.
That documentary was brave because, like, I don't understand, like, they told people that he dunked the cat in oil and threw it in a fire. Yeah, right. In the first episode of the series.
Yeah, first like 10 minutes.
Like, I don't understand how white people kept watching after that. They love animals. Like, how are they gonna? I don't understand how they rooted for him after that. Like,
I don't know. Like, as soon as they killed the cat, like I kept watching, but white people should have turned it off immediately.
If it was a dog, they would have protested the show.
Yeah, no, but like it's one thing. Okay, fine, throw a cat into a fire. Fine, like the cat can probably get away. It'll probably be burnt up. If you dunk it in oil.
Yeah, they're just like, I want that shit to die.
You want to kill the cat. You're a serial killer.
If he got out of jail, I'd just have one question for him. It's just like, why'd you throw a cat in a fire? Why'd you do that?
So like, why would you, like, what's the point? Like, so you just wanted to kill it. Yep. Okay, so you're the murderer. Yep. You know they're making a second season?
Yeah, I don't know. What is that for? Are you just going to get around the shit? Are you just going to be we lied a lot in the first one?
I hope it's that. It just seems like they're trying to get him out at this point, you know?
I don't know.
It seems like at this point they're saying it's like, no, guys, really. I know it seems like he did it, but he didn't. He didn't do it.
I know you guys did your own independent research after the first one came out, but no, seriously, he didn't do it.
But the point of that is just, if you're gonna watch the documentary, do research afterwards, because just because it's a documentary doesn't mean it's accurate. Like there was this other one that I saw, Waiting for Superman. Did you see this documentary?
It's the school thing, right?
Yeah. It's basically propaganda for charter schools.
Is it really?
And like an anti-teachers union.
Yeah,
like if you want to make an argument that teachers unions are too strong, and you gotta fire some teachers, maybe you can make a case for that. But at the end, it's like, no, listen, put your kids in a charter school, because that's the shit, man.
Charter schools are the worst shit. Like,
it's garbage.
I don't understand how people are like, that's the answer. It's like, no, it's not. Like, charter schools is just gonna make the division of education even worse. Because, like, you know, right now, if you live in a poor area or whatever, your education is worse than people who live in a more well-off area, whatever. But like, but it's still set by public schools. It's still set by the government. The education is being brought out. If it's charter schools, then it's a completely lost. Like,
there's two things about charter schools. One, just the idea, it's of putting public money into private enterprises. It's not going to work, because we already have the public schools, publicly funded schools. And so you're going to take money away from that and put it into an unaccountable third party.
Yeah.
It's
not even just enterprise. One, like hundreds.
Hundreds of unaccountable. You know, at least if you have a public school, I'm paying directly for that school. It's a government-owned school. The government represents me, so that's my school. Mm-hmm. Understand? If you're paying a private entity, that's more distance from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, the second part, studies have been done about charter schools. In best case scenarios, in states where they're well regulated, charter schools do as good as public schools. No better, no worse, on average. You know, there are some charter schools that do bad, some charter schools that do good, the same in public, and they even out because they're well regulated, they have the same standards as public schools, and everything's fine. All right? In other scenarios where they're less regulated, they actually do objectively worse than the public schools because they have no accountability. So it's just can we just fund public schools? Every nation in the world has public schools. Can we just do a better job of paying the public schools? Why do we have to try something stupid? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
I'm sure I know for a fact there are charter schools that do amazing jobs. That's fine. But why do we have to pay for them? If you want to put your kid in a private school, put your kid in a private school. All right? Can we just fix the public schools?
What's the difference between a charter school and a private school?
A private school doesn't... a charter school is a private school. It's basically a private school paid by the government. The government funds the school.
Yeah.
It's paid for publicly and run privately. You understand?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Just make a public school. Just improve public schools. You know? Okay, that's it. Well, the point is, documentaries aren't, do your research on your own after you watch a documentary. There was another one that was it was just funny. It was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. And it was just like, watch what you eat. It was one of those things about diets, right?
Wasn't it the vegan one or whatever?
That's when there was a vegan, but it was a sneaky vegan one. Because if you watch the thing, it was just like, hey, there's shit in your food that you should be careful of, right? Mm-hmm. Or something like that. So I go to watch it. I say, okay, I want to be healthier. Maybe it's against processed food, and that's what it made it sound like in the beginning. And then slowly, it's like, no, it's not processed food. It's just meat. It's animals, man. You can't eat from animals because animal meat will kill you. First of all, bullshit. Animal meat is just food, and they just make up shit, and they go to the people, like they'll go to offices and it's like, hey, you're recommending that people eat this. Like, oh, this is the one that it made me angry. It actively made me angry. It's like, it said diabetic people shouldn't eat meat because meat is actually worse than sugar, and it's probably what's making their diabetes worse. Something like that to that degree. It was basically saying sugar isn't the problem. It's actually meat that's giving people diabetes. Bullshit. All right? That's not true. People, if you have diabetes, don't eat sugar. Eat all the meat you want. All right? Well, don't eat all the meat you want. Eat healthy meat like white, chicken, breast and shit. But just don't eat sugar.
You know what's the funniest shit to me?
And you know what? You know what's funny? I saw that part was like around like the ending of the first act where they made that argument. And I actually, for some reason, I knew these facts beforehand. And I knew right at that moment, oh, this is bullshit. They're just lying. Because before, they try to use facts, like, research and shit to make their point. Mm-hmm. So they cite people who made the argument that no, meat is actually the one that's bad for you. And I don't remember where. I think it was like a newspaper talking about the history of meat versus sugar. Fat versus sugar. And it says before they used to think fat was actually bad for you. That's why they had like low-fat diets. When it was actually sugar that's way worse. So they would say low-fat and just fill it with sugar. Right? And so it would just... And they would say, no, because it's low-fat, you'll get healthier. And really the sugar was killing people. Right?
Yeah.
So, and I did a bunch of research on that. So before they thought low-fat was a problem. And then later realized, oh, sugar is actually way worse, right? Later on. But there was a lot of bullshit like research that was making the argument against fat and towards sugar. So when they cited that old ass research, I know, oh, you're way biased. You're extremely biased. Because you're just pulling shit out of your ass now. You know what I mean?
But you know what's the funniest shit to me about vegans is that they refuse to eat, they don't eat honey. And I'm like, bees just make that.
Vegans don't eat honey.
Yeah, because they don't want to eat anything that was made by animal labor.
Well, bees aren't being, hurt at all.
I know, they just make honey. Like, it's not...
It doesn't even technically come from the bees. The bees make it.
Like, I can see why you wouldn't want to, like, do dairy, because, like... A cow has
to lock the cow in.
No, but also,
on it and just rape it. Basically, you're raping a cow. That's fine.
Well, no, but like they literally rape a cow because, like, a cow has to be pregnant to produce milk.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. So the cows are just constantly pregnant.
Yeah, because they need to, like, it's just like a human. Humans don't lactate unless there's a reason to, like, unless they have a baby.
What do they do with the calves?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just know
they wouldn't just kill the calves, right?
They might. I don't see why they wouldn't, honestly.
I hope not. Like, do something.
So yeah, it's really fucked up. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop drinking milk, but
I don't even drink milk anymore. I drink almond milk.
I drink lactose-free milk.
Yeah, so, like, I've really been off dairy. I don't really eat any dairy anymore. Like, sometimes I'll have some cheese or something, but, like, I don't really have much dairy at all.
Honestly, if you're a vegan for moral reasons, I actually respect it. Just don't try to make me go vegan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't... As long as you're not, like, screaming at me.
I like the vegans who... You don't realize they're vegans until you eat with them. You know what I mean?
You know what I hate is people who love animals and shit, but eat meat. I'm like, look, if you love animals that much, you gotta stop eating meat. Like people who love dogs.
Because I like animals. Animals are
cool.
People
who like dogs more than people and shit, and they're like, oh my god.
Dogs are just dogs. People.
Dogs are dogs. Like they're a pest. But like,
they're not a pest. They're pets. Did you say pest or pet?
I said a pest, but like
that's not true.
They're nuisance.
Not pests.
But
they're not a nuisance. They're lovely animals.
Okay, go to a place without a pound that's killing dogs 24/7. You'll think they're a nuisance.
Jesus.
Go to Cuba, Danny. You've been to Cuba. You can't tell me that they're not.
I actually don't think so. Just let dogs go wild. I don't care.
Yeah, but in America, they'll give a shit. I told you, look, if it was like Cuba in America, if we didn't have the system that we have in place that keeps dogs not, like, completely running wild in the streets, Like, they'll just be saying, we gotta kill all these dogs. It'll be a complete 180. All these white people who love dogs, all the white people who are taking dogs in the restaurants and shit, and, like, buying them sweaters and stuff and all this shit, they'll just be like, kill all these dogs. We need them all dead right now.
We have a very, very odd culture when it comes to dogs.
I know, it infuriates me. I hate it. I really do.
I haven't been to that many other countries, but in all the countries I've been to, dogs just go wild, right? They're just in the streets. America, if you find a dog in the street, it won't be out there for long.
If you find a dog in the street, people will start crying and be like, "Oh my god, I need to save this dog." It's like, what do you mean? It's an animal.
Stop in the middle of a multi-lane road, more than one lanes on the road, and they'll stop traffic to get a dog off the street.
It's a dog. It's an animal. It's in the wild. It's where it should be. Like, what do you?
By the way, that dog escaped. Okay, it got freed. Okay, it left its owners because it was a slave to its owners, and your carrying is actually oppressive to the dog. The dog's trying to get out of there. Why just let it get out? You know what I mean?
But that shit like infuriates me because it's just like, and people who are just like, oh, we can't put it in a kill shelter. It's like kill shelters are the reason why you're able to have a dog. You know.
Just. I don't even know how to say this. Dogs. How do I say this? The way we treat dogs is very weird.
Yeah.
Like we say we like dogs. We say we like dogs, but then we cut off their nuts. That's not good for the dog.
Because we don't want them to have kids.
Exactly, because it's easier for us. Like, let it have its balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean, I don't disagree.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna have a dog, don't like cut off its nuts and then put a freaking, what's it called, a collar on it with a freaking electric thing that shocks it every time it gets out of line. You know, that's not a pet. That's a slave. Like, you're not treating that dog right.
Well, the thing that pisses me off is that these white people love dogs, right? They'll just like do everything for them, but then they'll eat meat. Like, what are you eating meat? Like, don't you love animals? Like, why are you eating cows? Like, they
don't give a shit about cows. They give a shit about dogs.
No, because when they see any animal, they're like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, you need to know, if you're going to eat meat, you need to know that you're eating, like, an animal. And, like, I know everybody, like, knows that it's an animal, but, like, you need to see a cow die in order to be able to eat meat.
Yeah, I've had that opinion for a while. If you want to eat meat, you should be at least willing to see the animal die.
You need to go see the animal die. Not like you need to at least see one. You need to see at least one animal die, and then know that every time I eat meat, that's how it happens. And like, if you're okay with that, then it's fine. If you're not, then stop eating meat.
If you can't respect the fact that it used to be alive and now it's not for your nourishment, you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Well, I mean, you're a free person. You should do whatever you want. But, I mean, you're not respecting what you're eating.
Did you hear the story?
Because of the fact that I've been to a lot of third world countries, I've seen a lot of dead animals.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with eating it. Because I understand what's happening. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Also, and God said I'm allowed to do it in the Bible.
And I'm a vegetarian just out of will. Like, I just did it because I wanted to. I don't care about animals, obviously.
I thought it was health reasons.
It's health reasons, but honestly, I just did it kind of like as a challenge to myself, and then I just kept doing it.
The one thing I will give vegetarians and vegans that I'll accept from them is that it's way healthier to be vegan and vegetarian. Well, maybe not vegan because vegans go way too far, but vegetarians definitely.
It's definitely healthier. I mean, it's not necessarily unhealthy to eat meat. It's just unhealthy to eat meat in the way that Americans do.
Yeah, Americans eat more meat than what we should, but also than what other countries eat meat at. Yeah. You know? We eat like a giant piece of steak. What I heard was the daily amount of meat that you should eat that's actually good for you and not bad for you is the size of your palm. Mm-hmm. That should be your daily intake of meat.
But it's
that's not a lot.
Yeah, and in America, it's like you eat meat for every meal, basically.
Yeah. I mean, if you count eggs, it's like that's breakfast, you got eggs. Lunch, you'll have a sandwich with like 50 stacks of ham. and then dinner you'll have a big ass steak or a big ass chicken. So that's meat all day long. That's not good for you. That's way too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go vegetarian or just eat less. I want to be
Just eat
something where
less
you
food.
eat less meat. Just to go by that. If you want to be optimally healthy, the amount of meat you should eat is the size of your palm on a daily basis, and then very very little grain products and nothing processed. If you do if you do those three things, no processed food, limited meat, and very limited what's it called, grain.
Yeah.
You'll live to be 120.
Hey,
and I don't do any one of those three things.
I know. Hey, did you hear this story a while ago? It was during the Olympics. I think the Winter Olympics. Were the Winter Olympics in Korea last time?
Winter Olympics? I think yes. They made a big deal about it because North Korea went.
Yeah. So, did you hear the story? There was like a dog farm that they were like. They were killing dogs for meat in Korea.
Yeah, Koreans eat dogs.
Because Koreans eat dogs. So there was a dog farm, and they were just farming dogs for meat. And so like this one, I think he was American, but he was just not Korean.
Very odd. It's very odd. Just because it's not my culture, it's a very
weird,
odd concept.
But it's like, but there was this one guy who I think
he was American. Dogs? They have to be ugly dogs, right? They can't be like little Labradors.
I have no idea. But
they can't be cute dogs if you're killing them.
But I don't know. But like I'm saying, there was one guy who like I think he was American, but he might have been European or something. I don't know. He was white anyway. But he like went to he bought every dog in the dog farm to save them.
That's a waste.
It is, and like people were like, "Oh my god, that's so great." I'm like, why?
I mean,
first of all,
what are you gonna do with the dogs?
What are you gonna do with the dogs? And second of all, they're just gonna kill more dogs. And third of all, like
they're just gonna buy more dogs.
Dogs are animals. You eat animals. That's just the animal that they eat. They eat dogs.
You probably bought those dogs at an inflated value.
Yeah.
There's no way you went to a farmer and said, "Listen, I'm gonna buy every single dog you got." It's like, okay, these dogs are like $500 a pop. It's like, I know you want these dogs for a reason. He's gonna get as much money out of those dogs as possible.
Definitely. And then while he's getting the dogs out, he's got another shipment of dogs coming in. It's like, okay, yeah, you can take these.
The only thing he did was make his job easier.
All you did was give me more money. Like, I got a truckload of dogs that are ready to die. Like, I don't know what.
Listen, if you want to eat dogs, it's a free. Well, I don't know. South Korea is a free country. It is, right?
I think it is.
It's democratic. South Korea is a free country. Eat dogs, man.
Didn't the president get arrested?
No, South Korean president got impeached.
And then arrested. Didn't he do some illegal shit?
She got impeached because women can be impeached, Luisi.
Okay, I didn't know they could be president.
In South Korea, they can.
Don't the periods get in the way?
I don't know. Well, she failed, obviously, so she got impeached.
You get one chance. You're not going back in.
You get one chance.
And this is worldwide. One woman president failed. No more women president anywhere.
Everywhere. It's over. Women, you had your shot. We tested it out. You failed.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's not true. Women can do whatever they want. They're completely equal to men in every way.
Except for brain size.
You gotta shut up, Lacey. Just let it go. All right. So the woman, she got impeached. I didn't hear if she actually went to jail, but I do know that she was in the conservative government. And then after the new elections, a very progressive new president came in, and that's the reason there's a lot of deals being made with North Korea because he wants a peaceful resolution to the North Korea-South Korea crisis. And the last president was the woman was ready to go to war with North Korea, which is crazy.
Must have been her period.
My God, Lucy, why? Why? Can I have a serious conversation?
Not with me. Didn't you have a topic?
I did. I don't think you're going to like it. I'm just going to be really angry.
Is it politics?
Yeah.
Then just forget
it. It's not even politics. I don't want to hear it. What?
I don't want to hear it then.
It'll be quick. So, I'm watching YouTube. And there's this conservative conservative millionaires are doing this like nice little sneaky trick on YouTube is when you watch progressive shit on YouTube, on the commercials, they'll put like conservative propaganda bullshit, right? To try to like, I don't know, like flip you, I guess, or just annoy you.
Is this a fact?
Yes, it's a fact. From what I've seen. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but that's what I'm getting. Because every time I go on something progressive, they'll put a conservative commercial on. You know?
Okay.
Also, with videos with guns in it, the commercials will be insurance for guns.
Well, look,
like,
it's
so
just...
almost always like a commercial. So you kill the man, and the cops are after you to take your guns away, get our insurance. It's like, shit. You're on the side of the murderer? You want to help out the
murderer had a gun, so they're on that side.
All right. So yeah, progressives, when there's progressive shit on, conservatives figured out, hey, let's put some conservative propaganda on this shit. And there's this one that has a lot of money, and it's funded by the Koch brothers. It's called Prager University. And so it's first of all, it's not a real university. It's just a guy making YouTube videos with conservative bullshit on it. Mostly fake bullshit, like just lies. Right? And so they'll just make videos that don't make any sense, and it's from Dennis Prager. That's where it gets Prager University. And he made the university. And first note, if you name a university after yourself, you're a sociopath. That's the first thing.
Okay.
That's just the first thing, to put that out there. And so it's just a lot of arguments. They'll get different people on to make different kinds of arguments and shit. And just like one I saw, you know Steven Crowder?
Yeah.
A horrible human. Just a loathsome piece of shit. Okay. Made the argument is like, hey, democratic socialism is just socialism. No, it's not, man. You're an idiot. It's not. There's different levels.
It's democratic socialism.
Yeah. It's democratic socialism. It's a very... He's just basically saying anything with the word socialism in it is communist dictatorship. First of all, if you don't understand that the spectrum between capitalism and communism is that itself a spectrum. There's different levels. Every country has a mixed economy with different levels of capitalist in it and different levels of socialism in it. All right. So if you can't understand that, then your entire basis is flawed. It's just stupid from that point. Okay. So going from there, he's like, yeah, Sweden is great, but you have really high taxes. Okay, that's fine. It's taxes. Get over it. Why don't? But I don't get
this shit. I don't get this shit about the high taxes argument. It's like, oh, it's great, but you have to pay taxes. Like, you know, when you pay those taxes, there's other shit you don't have to pay for, like health insurance. You don't have to pay for that anymore because you pay for it with your taxes.
Also, you get great public schools, a well-funded police network, a welfare system that takes care of you.
You'll have good roads. You'll have infrastructure that works. Nothing will be falling apart because it's a well-funded government that's working well. You probably have
higher wages and a strong union. So, whatever. So, that's whatever. It's the higher taxes, whatever. But he made the argument, like, yeah, Sweden's doing great. But Sweden, Finland, and Norway are very white. He used the white, homogeneous, which means white. But it doesn't. It means one race. But he wants to know the fact that they were successful wasn't because they're socialists. It's because they're small nations that are homogeneous, right? That was the argument he wanted to make. And I said, okay. No. Well, first of all, that's wrong on its face because Sweden is 25% foreign born. So you're a piece of shit liar, Steven Crowder.
That might be recent, though.
What?
That might be recent, like after they started taking in refugees, though.
No, there was always Sweden.
I don't believe that Sweden was always 25% foreign born. I don't.
It wasn't always, Lucy, but it wasn't like yesterday.
No, it might. Not yesterday, but when did like Syria happen? That was like almost 10 years ago now, wasn't it?
Lucy, it's had a high population of foreign born residents for a while. At least
I don't think it was that high. Union. I don't think so.
Lucy, did you see the demographics?
I'm just saying, if it might be now 25% after they started taking in a bunch of refugees and shit years ago, but like 20 years ago, I don't believe it was like 25% foreign born. Like, I don't believe that.
Well, it was 25 years ago, probably not, because that was in the 90s. But I'm gonna maybe.
That's what 15? I'm saying. It's not like 15, not even 15, maybe 10 years ago.
Listen, the point is,
but
America
I think there's
right now,
Danny,
America is 14% foreign born. So,
Danny, I know, like Steven Crowder's a piece of shit, whatever. Like, I just don't agree with his opinions on most things. I don't think he's like particularly a piece of shit, but whatever. But I think there is there's some validity to the fact that Sweden is a small nation.
It's not even that small nation. It has millions of people.
But it's a small, homogeneous nation where, like, America's huge and, like, a lot of different places have a lot of different values. So it's hard to get everybody to align on it.
How about Germany?
What about Germany?
Germany has, I believe, if my numbers is right, I think about 80 million people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very diverse. Has a lot of Turkish immigrants. Have a lot of immigrants from all over Europe and Africa. And it has completely free college, a great healthcare system, strong unions, and every corporation, half the board of corporations is represented by the workers. Hold on one second. All right, well, Germany's a great country. Conservatives are dicks. That I didn't even get to my point, by the way.
I don't care. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. Jesus, follow us on Twitter at.
I do the goodbye.
Hurry up then before you leave again.
Jesus. All right. This wasn't a great episode, but at least it was something. All right, guys. So, if you liked the episode, spread the news. Three Gorillas Podcast is a great podcast. Follow us on Twitter at 3_gorillas. Follow us on our email, 3gorillas_entertainment@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, 3 Gorillas Entertainment, and our Facebook, 3 Gorillas Entertainment. Yeah, so follow us. We love you guys. Bye, Stamps.
Bye, Stamps. Bye, Stamps. Bye, Stamps. Goodbye.